to me, it's a passion. It's a kind of deep-seating yearning. You know, it's and that can be for anything. For in the film, you had obviously Lee being deeply caring for her, right? And then you also had his father deeply caring for him and yearning and wanting him to be in his life. So it's really that ever flowing care.
The story itself, really portrays what people go through, on a daily basis, with a lot of relationships. The most important thing that I felt was put into the show was how Lee was lonely for most of the time. When it goes to the swings, just walking on the road all on his own. It really shows how lonely he was and how he really just cared. But it was just a lot going on in his mind. But I Just Care really helps, people, and I feel like this short film is really gonna go out and, really just put a lot of voice into a lot of these young minds, and I think it's a special short film.
It's really just, it's raw passion, and not even just passion. It's like, it's beyond like just romance or intimacy. Like, caring about something is like living and breathing for this one thing. Like, this is your reason for existing, whether it's creating something or being with somebody, loving somebody, or just even like yourself, loving what you see in the mirror. Caring is simply what you do to acknowledge the presence and the existence and the passion of someone or something that you're involved with. You just gotta care. And it's there.
I think I Just Care is like relatable. And if it isn't relatable, then it should be. Like, it's something that everyone needs to kind of go through in their lives in some way, shape, or form, is to realize that like there are things worth caring about, and it's important to dictate what those things are in your life. To know that like this girl is not for you, or that this thing is not for you, this passion is not for you, whatever. Being able to recognize that is crucial if you're going to go anywhere in any direction. And I think this was like displayed perfectly here.
I Just Care means a lot of things, really. It could be romantically, it could be platonically, it could be family, it could be self. But just being able to find yourself in a situation that you may not enjoy, or that may be painful, you feel like you're stuck, but pushing yourself to find a way out of there, or knowing that there's other routes to go as opposed to just suffering and waiting. One of my favorite quotes in it, the whole film, is suffering is easier than healing, because in suffering you don't have to do anything, you can just sit in it. But healing takes work, and the more that you work, the better that you'll get. And so the whole process of making this was like, it was a healing process, because I could either choose to just sit and wallow in whatever feelings I had at the time, or this goes for anybody, or at some point, when do I take up the mantle and say, you know what, let me do something with this, let me make something out of this. So I felt that this was the best way to express myself, and I think that's what I Just Care means to me. And through Lee and his whole story, I think I was able to find some peace in that and some good closure. So I really love doing this whole thing, and I'm thanking everybody that was a part of it. I thank the great cast, the crew, everyone who believed in us. So we can't wait to show you guys I Just Care.
So what's for dinner?
And that's a wrap, baby.